Today's news, Big Bang's T.O.P slammed by netizens for wearing full makeup in court.
The very last stream, you painted this one. Can you tell us about it?
This is for Bride of the Water God. I wanted to do something very, ethereal, supernatural.
I love it. I just love how the cherry blossoms, are they cherry blossoms? Mm-hmm. The cherry blossoms turned out. Guys, if you want to check out her paintings, read about them, and watch her paint, links in the top of the description box. Yeah.
Yeah.
In maybe the most high-profile drug busting of a Korean celebrity that the country of South Korea has ever seen, T.O.P had his day in court recently. He was indicted for smoking marijuana, liquid marijuana, I read, 4 times, and when he received his sentence, he was issued a suspended sentence where he doesn't have to actually serve jail time, but is on probation. He was also fined a sum of less than $1,000 US, and that's pretty much it. When he walked out, there was a barrage of paparazzi and news journalists standing there waiting for him, and he made a statement to all of them. I have made a huge mistake that cannot be undone in any way, and I have disappointed many people. I am truly ashamed of myself. I deeply regret my behavior. This kind of thing will never be repeated in the future, and I will take all the punishment that is handed out. However, on top of all of this, when he made his appearance at the court that day, some people noticed that he was wearing makeup.
Of course he was wearing makeup.
Of course, right. That's exactly what I thought. You and I, by the way, have not talked about this until now. I am not surprised that he would wear makeup. He's been wearing it his entire life.
Well, not his entire life, but his entire career.
Most of his life. I mean, if he's less than 30 years old, and he's been wearing it since he was 15, more than half his life. If I were him, I would wear makeup. I mean, I would definitely put it on if you're going to be in front of literally millions of people, because the internet exists.
Well, and it's also war paint, okay? He was going in to do battle. He needed to put on his war paint, get his confidence and his courage up, and look his absolute best, because the last thing we saw was him coming out of the hospital, where he's in a hospital gown with the face mask from when he overdosed on the tranquilizers, and he wanted to show us the optimum, best-looking T.O.P he could possibly be.
And the issue here is not that he wore makeup. That's not the issue. The issue is that this is a circus. South Korea, by the way, and I saw a video on this, always had marijuana and hemp legal until 1957. It was legal longer in South Korea than it was in the United States. They outlawed it in the United States in 1937, and it was still legal, okay, totally law-abiding to smoke and grow it in Korea until 1957. Anyways, it's just nuts. It's just, we've gone backwards in our thinking. It was always okay until recently. Now it's not okay, and everyone's up in arms about it. I know a lot of the viewing audience here agrees that this is a circus and that T.O.P got totally fucking hamstrung. But there are so many Koreans that don't know this. Like, they don't know the history of their own laws.
Well, it makes sense that it was legal until the 50s, because that's when the whole Korean War took place. That's when you had the US in Korea helping to write their laws. So to me, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, except for the laws don't make sense anymore, and now Korea's adopted so many of the laws that the United States initially started. I was speaking with somebody who lives over in Korea who's getting ready to start going to university there, and they are from Britain, and they were talking about how they don't understand the Korean university system at all, because it's exactly the same, modeled after the United States. This was always an advantage to me as a professor, but people who are from Great Britain, or if you're from Europe, completely different system, which is just as good, by the way, but just is different. It just goes to show, I mean, when people ask about how different Korea is versus most other places, there are so many situations in which Korea is vastly different from the rest of the world, and there are so many situations where Korea is practically identical to the US. Personally, I've been trying to figure out how much this is going to damage T.O.P's career versus other scandals that pop up that end up hurting Korean celebrities. I feel like, and this might be not on everybody's mind this way, but T.O.P is not damaged at all by this.
I don't think he's damaged by the international audience at all. I think that there's some very conservative people who may have different feelings about T.O.P specifically in Korea, but the international audience, if anything, has kind of bonded together and bound together and come together. That's a lot of togethers. We're together for T.O.P.
I think Korean people are going to possibly for the first time ever in their psyche with a celebrity, overlook this because they don't realize how little they are actually educated about marijuana. Like, he didn't really do anything wrong, and I think that this is going to be the catalyst that makes people scratch their head and go, is it really that bad? Because he's perfectly healthy. I mean, he looks perfectly fine. If drugs are so bad, like when you shoot heroin for a year, you're gonna have marks and tracks all over your body. There will be evidence of the drug wearing on your health. Versus marijuana, it doesn't wear on your health. If anything, it could possibly make you healthier. It can do a lot of positive things. I think this is the thing that people over there just aren't aware of at all.
Well, I think that there's a lot of things around the situation that are very relatable. He came out and said that he tried it because he got drunk with this girl that he was seeing, and she offered it to him when he was completely drunk.
Because she was trying to get him in the sack.
And so he, you know, in his inebriated mind was like, okay, we'll do it.
Because I'm going to get laid.
And it all backfired, clearly.
No, I think he's going to make out in the long run. It's going to be a situation like, so look at how popular Psy is now. Like, Psy had to go to the military 2 times fully. 2 years, stop, 2 more years. T.O.P doesn't even have that much time. He's going to have to go back again. It seems now that it's playing out, this isn't as bad as it was, but it still seems so terrible.
I think that it helps that he's got a great management and publicity team that's certainly going to be there to support him. I also think that it's good that he's getting some counseling to kind of help himself through this, because mentally it's got to be extremely stressful and taxing. And honestly, it breaks my heart reading his statements about all of this, because you know that this boy has had some really deep, dark, emotional times even prior to all of this, and this has really wrecked him to his core.
Comments your reaction to T.O.P's statement and Netison's statement that T.O.P was wearing makeup.
This is so ridiculous. I mean, in Korea, boys wear makeup. In K-pop, boys wear makeup. Why are people all up in arms and get their panties all bunched up over something so, like, everybody does it?
We've become a very PC society where we want to react to everything, and we can react to everything from our gadgets and our computers, and everybody has an opinion. Oh, he's a celebrity.
Yeah.
Of course he's gonna wear makeup. It's not even a question.
And it isn't really even noticeable makeup. Like, he didn't do full-on glamour makeup.
Thank you for saying that. That's right. Comments, you guys. Click the like button. Thank you for supporting us. Click the bell for notifications. Check out the link to K-Gal. Don't forget to subscribe for more Hallyu Back news. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego.
Bye.